I have news for Star Wars Episode VIII fans, potentially, or you may not like what I'm about to say because it is a purported script leak. There are reasons why you may think that, or you may want to believe that this is justifiably true. It did come from a source on Reddit that did leak something for The Force Awakens, which did turn out to be about 99% accurate. However, it is on the nose and it is corny, and we are going to get into it. But first, I want to start this off with the disclaimer, of course, that there are potential spoilers if this is true, including who Rey's parents may be. So watch this at your own discretion. You may love it. So the working title is Echoes of the Dark Side, and it follows three separate plot lines that converge at the end, Rey's, Finn's, and Kylo Ren's. There isn't that much in here about Kylo Ren's, only Rey and Finn. And there are some highlights to this. So A New Hope had similarities to The Force Awakens, and this isn't as similar to The Empire Strikes Back, but it does have echoes in there as well. Starting with Rey, she is training in the ways of the Force with Luke, the old Jedi Master. We find out that what happened when Luke had his Jedi school, Snoke seduced Kylo Ren and a few others over to his side, and they killed almost everyone. There are a few survivors. But Rey's mother was killed in the attack. Rey is angry with Luke and says, she assumes he's her father and says, "You abandoned me. You're my father." To which Luke replies, "No, you are my father." Bum, bum, bum. That's corny as shit. Someone off camera did this. So yeah, that should be your reaction. So according to this, there is that reincarnation thing. Rey was born purely of the Force, much like Anakin was. And we learn that there is a chosen one every now and then whenever there is chaos in the Force. And that chosen one this time is Rey. Last time it was Anakin. And we do get shown that there are hundreds of previous chosen ones in Force Ghost appearances. And yes, Hayden Christensen does appear to Rey in this purported leak and tells her, like, "You are me, but also different from me." Luke is hesitant to train her because, according to Jedi history, the Chosen One always struggles with staying on the light side of the Force because they've got too much Force coursing through their body, and it's just so tempting. But he does worry that if he were to train Rey to kill Kylo Ren, and she later switched to the dark side, she would do more damage than he ever could in his own position. So Rey learns lightsaber skills. There's some kind of thing with Obi-Wan and Yoda, which is Ewan McGregor and Frank Oz, which does support that Frank Oz is at Pinewood Studios. Tidbit in the news, Maz Kanata is there, though it's not clear if she's in a vision or if she's actually there or not. Rey feels Finn's distress on the other side of the galaxy. Sound familiar? And she needs to go to him. Luke says that the time he felt his friends in distress, Yoda said to stay and finish his training, and his disobedience led to pain. But then he says, "I'm not Yoda," and then they go off and go help Finn. Back on Finn's story, Leia is pretty pissed about what happened before with Starkiller Base, and she's trying to urge the Republic, I kept wanting to say Resistance, to go to war. She butts head with Lord Vikram, played by Benicio del Toro, and says, "We need to declare war now." He says, "No, we're too weak. We only have a small force as opposed to a larger force is what you would need." Leia says, "This is the perfect time to strike because we're all in disarray. Snoke is reeling. Let's go." Later, Leia reveals that she suspects that there are some First Order people in the ranks of the Republic. I keep wanting to say Resistance. And that she wants Finn to go find who they are. He meets up with a pretty lady named Chala. They immediately flirt and hit it off. I hear some giggling offset. Poe is also there with Finn because they're broen out. And then they go out and seek the spy. Leia suspects Vikram, and later she finds some evidence that proves that it's him, or evidence of contact between him and the First Order. Leia basically over coup d'etats the government and says, "I'm in charge now," puts Vikram in prison, absent-mindedly gives Finn the shield codes. Finn and Chala walk off, and then surprise! Chala is a double agent for the First Order. She calls Finn a traitor, and they walk into this room. She pulls a gun on him, and guess what? Phasma is there. And according to this, In a moment of pure pottery, Phasma makes Finn lower the shields. Or poetry. So then the First Order fleet jumps out to hyperspace and invades the planet, quickly capturing Finn, Poe, and Leia. Kylo starts to torture Finn using the Force, knowing that it will draw Rey out and into his awaiting trap, which will be revealed in Episode 9. So, is this real? Is it a little too on the nose? I say it's very on the nose. I think from the part with, no, you are my father, is where it started to turn in my head that this is probably not real, or maybe I just sincerely hope it's not real. We also have a point where it's pretty obvious that the new love interest for Finn, or romantic interest, is probably not all she seems, and this red herring senator is not as bad as he seems, even though he and Leia butted heads before in what I assume are extremely interesting senatorial episodes that I hope get skipped. Yeah, so a lot of feelings here that this is not great. I mean, I've heard the idea before that Rey is another reincarnation of Anakin or the Force or the Chosen One or what have you. I've heard that idea, but no, you are my father. It's too much. It just doesn't sound. It sounds really weak. I mean, this has been done well before. If you look at Avatar: The Korra series with, I guess, Luke in the Tenzin role and Rey in the Korra role and Anakin in the Aang role. I wanted more. I expect more. I would probably still watch it though, let's be real. And maybe that's what the studios are counting on. Audience, do you think this is real? By the way, you can read the full text on Reddit of this purported leak. Let me know what you think. First of all, if you think it's real. Second of all, if you think it's good. So please include that below. Like and subscribe for more.